Hello, good morning children. Welcome to today's session of online class of Sri Gokulam Guruvayur. Children, today we are going to discuss about the ratio, that is operating profit ratio. In our earlier class we have discussed operating ratio. Do you know what is the difference between operating ratio and operating profit ratio? They are complementary to each other. When we add operating ratio with operating profit ratio, the result is 100. Let us know more about the operating profit ratio now.
Children, the ratio which we are going to discuss today is operating profit ratio. In our previous accountancy class, we discussed operating ratio. This is operating profit ratio. Let us have a review on the types of ratios. There are 4 types of ratios: liquidity ratio, solvency ratio, activity ratio, and profitability ratio. Today we will discuss operating profit ratio and net profit ratio. Operating profit ratio shows the relationship between operating profit and revenue from operation. As the expression is in percentage, you have to multiply the formula with 100. So operating profit ratio, the formula is operating profit divided by revenue from operation, that is net sales, into 100. As per the formula, you have to calculate operating profit. So here are some formulas to get the operating profit. The first formula you can use is gross profit plus other operating income minus other operating expenses. Or you can use the formula net profit before tax plus non-operating expenses minus non-operating incomes. Or you can use the formula revenue from operation minus operating cost. These are the 3 formulas which will help you to get the amount of operating profit. Now for revenue from operation, you can use the formula cost of revenue from operation plus gross profit. Here is one problem related to operating profit ratio. Calculate operating profit ratio in the following cases. So the first case is revenue from operation, that is net sale, is given to you as 5 lakh. And operating profit is given to you 75,000. So let us do the case 1 first. The first part of your solution is writing the formula. So operating profit ratio is equal to operating profit divided by revenue from operations into 100. Your operating profit in case 1 is given to you as 75,000. So you can write 75,000 here, and in first case the revenue from operation is 5 lakh. So 5 lakh into 100, that will give you 15%. That is case 1. Now case 2. Case 2, revenue from operation, that is net sale, is given as 6 lakh and operating cost is given as 5 lakh 20,000. So we have already written the formula operating profit ratio is equal to operating profit divided by revenue from operation into 100. Here we have to calculate operating profit. In case 2, they have not given you operating profit, but you can use the formula operating profit is equal to revenue from operation minus operating cost. Doing this, you will get operating profit. That is, sales minus cost will give you profit. Okay. So what is the sales amount? 6 lakh. Minus what is the cost, operating cost given to you? 5,20,000. When you subtract this, you will get operating profit 80,000. Now write this 80,000 in the formula as per the formula for operating profit ratio. Operating profit in case 2 is 80,000, and case 2 revenue from operation is given as 6 lakh. So write down 6 lakh over here into 100. That will give you the result as 13.33%. Now case 3. Case 3, revenue from operation, that is net sale, is given as 7,20,000. Gross profit ratio is given to you as 20%. Operating expenses is given as 36,000. So this formula is the same. Operating profit ratio is equal to operating profit divided by revenue from operation into 100. Revenue from operation is given to you in case 3 as 7,20,000. Now what you have to find? Operating profit. So with the given information you have to do that. So here the formula which help you to get the amount of operating profit is operating profit is equal to gross profit minus operating expenses. Children, you have to be very familiar with the 3 formula for calculating operating profit which we saw in the earlier slide. So these formula will help you to get the answer. So operating profit is equal to gross profit minus operating expenses. So from your profit, if you subtract your operating expenses, you will get operating profit. So gross profit is equal to, what is the information given to you? Gross profit ratio is 20%. So on what percent this 20% you will calculate to get gross profit? On your sales. So your sales is 7,20,000. On that, if you calculate 20%, you will get the gross profit amount. Okay, and minus operating expenses, it is given to you in the question is 36,000. So 36,000, the answer of, that is the amount of operating profit what you got is 1,08,000. Substitute this amount in the formula. Operating profit you got through the working note 1,08,000 divided by sales in case 3 is 7,20,000 into 100. The answer what you will get is 15%. Let us do one more problem. Calculate operating profit ratio from the following information. Revenue from operation, that is net sale, given to you is 47,99,600. Cost of goods sold, which is also known as cost of revenue from operation, is 24,40,200. Wages 3,04,000. Office and administrative expenses 2,51,200. Selling and distribution expenses is 4,50,400. Interest on loan 50,000. Income from investment 60,000. Loss on theft is given as 30,000. So with this information you are asked to calculate operating profit ratio. So first of all, write the formula. Operating profit ratio is equal to operating profit divided by revenue from operation into 100. So you can see revenue from operation is given to you, but your task is to calculate operating profit. So which formula should we use here? Children, you know the formula. That is from the list of formulas, there are 3 formulas given to you. So your gross profit plus other operating income minus other operating expenses. So here to calculate gross profit, so what is the formula for calculating gross profit? From your revenue, if you subtract your cost, you will get the gross profit. So here in this question they have not directly given you the gross profit amount, but you can calculate gross profit by the formula revenue from operation minus cost. So from revenue, if you subtract your cost, you will get the gross profit. So that is what they have done here. They have used the first formula. Okay. What is the first formula? Gross profit plus operating expenses plus operating income minus operating expenses. So income items, that is operating income items, are not here. The income from investment is an non-operating expenses. So you have to be careful when you are identifying the items, whether it is operating income or non-operating income. Okay, children. So here we can use the formula operating profit is equal to revenue from operation minus cost of revenue from operation. This will give you operating profit. Okay, revenue minus cost is operating profit, minus office and administrative expenses. This is a operating expenses, and also selling and distribution expenses. This is also a operating expenses. Wages is also an operating expenses, but when you calculate, when you have the amount of cost of revenue from operation, the wage amount is already included in it. Okay, so revenue, when you subtract revenue from operation minus cost of revenue from operation, from that the wages is also deducted. So no need of again deducting the amount of wages, because it is included in cost of revenue from operation, wage item, wage amount. Okay, so with this formula, and operating income item is not given to you in this question. So with these item, substitute the amount, you will get operating profit. You have to put this amount over here, and revenue from operation is already given to you, into 100, and calculating this, you will get 34.54%. This is your operating profit ratio.